welcome to Avo Bravo. My name is Sarah.
And I'm E.T. is Amanda.
This is Amanda. And we're here to talk to you about aliens.
Hence the E.T. reference. Sorry, I thought I was being clever.
We're here to talk to you about conspiracy theories and aliens and stuff like that. Because we thought it'd be fun to talk about, because who doesn't like talking about weird shit? So anyways, let's tell ghost stories. Do you have a good one?
No, but I have a fucked up one.
Tell me your fucked up ghost story then.
So when I was little, we used to go to like my mom's friend's house, and we considered them like our family, so it was my aunt's house. Mm-hmm. And she had a garage, and in her garage there was like an attic, but it wasn't really like, it wasn't a big one.
Like a little like crawl space type thing?
Yeah, but it was in the ceiling.
Okay.
It was like one of those just like pull down ones, and it had like a little space. It wasn't big or anything. So I was staying the night there, and her son like called me out into the garage because there was like this room in the garage, and he goes, "You're staying the night here, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And he's like, "Because that's where we keep the dead bodies." And I was like, I was like 5, and I was sitting there, and I was like, "Oh my God, I don't want to stay here anymore. Like, Auntie, take me home." And she's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because you have dead bodies in your garage." And she was like, "What are you talking about?" And her son was just cracking up. And I was like, she's like, "No, I don't have dead bodies at my house." Like, so now whenever I see her son, he's like, "Hey, do you want to see some dead bodies?" It's still not funny.
That's awesome. What do you do?
There was a spider web.
Well, I thought you said a spider.
There's a spider!
Okay, so about a year ago, I was babysitting this kid, and I always thought there was like, I don't know, I always felt something there, like, but I'm a weird person, so I'm kind of like, you know, I always see weird shit, I always hear weird shit, like, it's not new to me, and so, I'm like, oh, there's something here, but whatever, I'm weird, there's probably always things there, and so, I babysat him for about a month before I got another job, and one night, my now fiance, then boyfriend came over, and they were like, "Oh, have some drinks, we'll get some pizza." And so we were drinking and having fun, and so we left, and we're on the way home, we were talking about the weird things that had happened, and all of a sudden I paused and I looked at Rob and I was like, "Do you think their house is haunted?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "No way." And I was telling him about why, because there was some other things going on with the husband, and I was kind of like linking everything together, and we were talking about it, and I'm like, "Yeah, like, I think it's haunted." And we were talking to my friend on the phone about it and everything. We were telling her, like, why we thought it was and all the things. And, like, I looked at Rob and I was like, "Where do you think the demon lives in the house?" Like, at this point, we think it's a demon because it's something evil and scary that's in that house. And I'm like, "Where do you think it is in the house?" And he's just like, "That back left bedroom." And I'm like, "You mean the bathroom?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "That's exactly where it is." I'm like, so, another ghost story I have is we were living at my mom's house in, like, Northern California in the Central Valley. And, I swear there was at least one time where I was sleeping and something said my name and I woke up. But, I don't know, like I said, I'm weird. So sometimes I have dreams and people are like, "Sarah!" And then I'm like, "What?" And I wake up. Or maybe I have a lot of demons in my life. I don't fucking know. But so I swear I heard it. I think I told mom, and I think I told my mom because I was like, "This place is haunted for many reasons. One being it has a basement, and houses that have basements are fucking creepy."
I don't like basements.
Yeah. I have another funny story about that, but that has nothing to do with ghosts, so I will not tell that right now.
Continue, Sarah.
But anyways, so I always thought there was a ghost there. But anyways, fast forward like 9 months. I was living up here in Tahoe, and my mom calls me, and she's like, "Hey, so remember how you thought the house was haunted?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, there's a ghost here." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And she's like, "Yeah, like, we'll be walking down the hallway, and it'll, like, hit us in the forehead or bump into us." And I'm like, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah, like, it, like, oh, like, randomly, Michael feels something go like this, or I'll feel something go like this. And it's a ghost in the house." And they thought it was actually his parents. I think they figured out it wasn't, but they thought it was because their ashes went missing. But I think they found them. I'm pretty sure they weren't actually missing.
Lose an arm.
I don't even know. They were probably stoned a lot of time. But so, they're like, "Yeah, everything's good." Story gets so fucking creepy. Prepare yourself. So, they're like, "All right, the ghost is fine." I was actually there, and I think the ghost was there and I was there, because I remember Mike going, "What was that?" Because something had hit him in the forehead.
It travels, and so sometimes it'll be there and sometimes it won't?
Yeah. Ooh. Or it won't, like, be walking around saying hi to everybody.
Oh, okay. Spooky.
Yeah, but so one morning they wake up and they go in their bathroom and there's all this leafy green shit coming out of the toilet. And they're like, what the fuck? And so my mom was like, that's it. Like, if this ghost is going to do this, like, we don't know what this is doing to our water and everything, so we're going to get rid of the ghost. So she goes and buys a stick of sage and she's saging the house. And she walks into my own bedroom and the smoke starts to waver. And she's like, oh my god, this is where the ghost is. She puts the stick of sage in my closet and it fucking goes out completely.
Shut the front door.
No, I'm like dead serious. That totally happened. You can ask her.
My heart is like...
Yeah. And I always thought there was something in there. And it's because I'm really stupid, but I thought it was in there because it was like the closet was weirdly shaped because the stairs were underneath it for the basement. Which is probably also a reason because there was a freaking basement and I was right above it. But there was one of those little, like you were seeing the little holes in the ceiling where you can store stuff. And after seeing the first Paranormal Activity, I was like, I don't like those things. Those things are terrifying. And there's one in my closet. That's why I knew. I was like, it's haunted because of that shit right there.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
That was crazy. I was not expecting that.
Yeah. So anyways, on to conspiracy theories. I read one that people think that Obama is a lizard person. Like, he's a lizard hybrid. And a bunch of the world's leaders are, like Queen Elizabeth, and they're the lizard people. And, like, their sole purpose is to, like, basically destroy the world.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. There are also some other conspiracies. There's another one that I think is completely true. But I don't know if that's one to talk about.
What is that?
The one where they say that the government... Well, I think it's totally true. The government created HIV and AIDS.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I totally think they did. Population control.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy
like,
to think about.
Also, like, I hate to talk about this, but why do you think they haven't found a cure for cancer yet? They have one.
They definitely have one.
They definitely have one.
They have to have one by now. I totally agree with the cancer one, but I'd never heard the HIV and AIDS one.
Yeah, I was just like, why wouldn't they?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Wow. What? Oh, we need to talk about aliens.
E.T.
I think aliens are real.
Dude, they have to be.
Yeah. Also, should we talk about a list of celebrities that are probably aliens?
Taylor Lautner.
John Travolta.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Pretty sure he's an alien.
I love E.T. Have you seen that movie?
I don't want to talk about E.T. I'm terrified of E.T.
But you like aliens?
Yeah. I'm terrified of E.T. He is terrifying.
What? Are you gonna pull like a Drew Barrymore right now and like scream your head off?
Not right now. Probably later.
How do you not like E.T.?
Okay, so when I first watched it, I was little and I was already scared of aliens, and I'll tell you kind of why. Because I believe I've been contacted by aliens. That's a story for later.
Did they probe you?
No. I won't know. Anyways, I'll tell you about that in a second. I'm talking about E.T. So I turned it on, and it was the scene where he's laying on the rocks and he's all shriveled and gray. Uh-huh. And I was just like, nope, done. Bye. E.T. terrifies me. And Rob thinks it's the funniest thing in the world.
That is pretty funny. I love E.T.
So I was watching this documentary called Aliens, They're Real. And so aliens are real. And it was talking about people that have like been abducted by aliens and contacted by aliens and whatever and seen aliens. Oh, so they were saying that most people that have been abducted by aliens, they don't like get their memories of it back until they're 40 when the aliens are like, you're gonna remember this now. And they can tell you like all through their life when they've been contacted by aliens, people have seen them and shit. It's kind of crazy. But so they say that when you're contacted by aliens, it usually happens in like generations. And so like if your grandparents and parents have been contacted by aliens or seen aliens, then you probably have. And I know for a fact that like most of my family has, because my mom because it counts UFO sightings and it counts like being contacted and whatever. So even if you see a UFO, you have contact because they're choosing to let you see that, I think. And so I know my mom's seen UFOs.
That's a good point.
Yeah. And my grandparents, I believe, have seen UFOs. And so I'm pretty sure that I've been contacted by aliens, but it's cool. I probably have very interesting thoughts for them to read. We say goodnight?
Yeah.
And then edit this shit?
Yes.
Alright, so that's it for this week. I will see you all next week. Remember, I'm Sarah, and I post new videos. And I post new videos every Monday, and my voice is going, I'm sad. So,
baby, come back!
You can blame it all on me. Anyways, I will see you all next week. I will post all of my handles below where you can follow me and all that fun stuff. And yeah, so subscribe, like, do whatever you gotta do. Have a good night.